Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Hello. So, this is where we stopped last class. And before I go ahead and while I wait for you guys to show up, is there any question about last class? I didn't even paint the clothes. I will paint after because I have to finish like the sleeves here and then I'll paint it all together. But today we're going to put the baby's hair. So just before we move on, is there any question? Or should I just move on? You guys, this is a private class that I teach on my Patreon or for people that sign up the channel. But during the coronavirus, I'm giving these classes for free. They are open to the public, so people have some distraction to do. And then after these are going to be back to private. So if you're interested in having classes every week, then just sign up my Patreon. It's only $10 per month. And you just need to do it after all this crazy stuff is going on, like when we are back to normal or at least almost. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Nobody have any question, I guess? Marcia's good. Hi, Marcia. So I will remove the arms and I'm gonna work on baby's hair. So here, I'm gonna put in here. And because I might want to leave the baby not with a lot of hair, some, bold spots, not bold spots, but some parts that we can see, the head. Um, you can use tacky glue, but I just like to use clay as glue instead of tacky glue. Also, I don't think I've ever taught this on my YouTube channel. I did on Patreon, but not on my YouTube. So I'm going to teach you guys. So I'm just going to get black clay. Thank you. I'm just going to get black clay and I'm going to make, not, I don't even need that much, maybe. I'll just do it all so I don't have to do it again. My hands are going to get really dirty. But I'm gonna make a sticky clay. So I'm just gonna mix uh, liquid clay. I'm using Scoopy here. Usually I use PV gel, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna show that, any liquid clay would do it. And yes, you can get very sticky, so you need to put a lot and get all stuck to your hand, make a mess. But this is going to be very, very easy to glue the hair. And then if we scratch it, it's easy to show the head without getting any glue showing, you know. I use glue too, but when I want the head to show, then I'll go with this sticky clay. So usually I do that. Yeah, of course it's possible to purchase my sculptures. You just go on Etsy and look for Juliana Lupine, and I'm there. There are a few sculptures available for selling, and anytime that I have a new one, I just post it in there as well. The link is something like etsy.com/shop/Juliana Lupine. I'm not sure, but if you just search on Etsy, you'll find it. So this is sticky. I might need to put some more because the stickiest, the better. I will leave like that for now because sometimes if it's not too sticky, then the hair doesn't really stay. I'll put a little bit more, just. I should have brought some paper towel to the studio so I could just wipe my hands, but I didn't. I have toilet paper right there. So this is kind of what we want. We want to be sticky like that, so the hair will actually be easy to attach to this. Okay? There we go. Now, before I go ahead, I'm just gonna wipe my hand here. I'm gonna put the clay on the glass so it doesn't make my paper all dirty. All right, let me just give me 1 second to wipe my fingers so it's not super dirty. It's gonna be a little bit dirty, but it's just part of it, part of the job. All right, so now I'm going to use, I mentioned that in another class that I'm going to use viscose hair for the baby. And this one, I bought it at Oak Artist Emporium. I'll put it here. So it's www.oakartistemporium.com. There you go. There's also some type of hair on my Amazon link account. This is not my products, but the products I use, I just link, and it's just a front store. And then it's going to guide you to where I bought my stuff. All right, so now I'm gonna start adding the hair. I'm gonna start with the back here because I want the hair to start like from here to here and then go to the front. So I'll start with the back. And to do that, get my tools here. Okay, I'm not going to put any, I don't think I'm gonna have like a lot of head showing under the hair here, but if you guys want to do it, go ahead. Might need to make it more sticky than that, we'll see. Okay, so I'm just pinching the sticky clay. I might need to make it more sticky than that, we'll see. Hi, Anna. I'm gonna put all the way there. That's Maseru. What's that? I don't know what that word means. Okay, I will cut a little bit of the mastery. Okay, I'm gonna pull, like for the viscose hair, they don't come in the same length. So it's always good to pull it a little bit so you get just what you get in there to get like the right, you know, everything that you put it in there is actually the right length. So you don't end up gluing and then everything comes out. And I want the end of the hair like to be here, down here, so it's not all right, because I don't know how to cut hair, so that might be too long. I'm gonna cut a little bit more. You want to work with small amounts, and I'm just going to place it in there. I didn't even stick to the clay yet. I will just press it in there, and then now I will press. And then it's kind of going to mix with the clay. For the back here, it's okay to don't be super sticky because it's, zoom out? Sure, sorry. There, better? And then you press, and as you press, you can scratch all the way to show the head if you want. So it's gonna be like bold spots. Okay, and I'm gonna do that again, one more piece. Oh, sorry, I don't speak this language. I'm gonna do this. Put it in there too. Press it in. All right, I'm going to get this clay a little bit more sticky because I want to have some bold spots in some spots. So I'm gonna add more liquid clay. And get it really, really sticky. And if you want the baby to have less hair, hello, hello, Sweden. If you want to have less hair, I will show here. I'm gonna put less hair here. So that's the intention of having this sticky glue anyway. I will just do it for showing, and then if I want more hair, I will add more. Because babies sometimes have very thin hair. They don't have like a lot, like all the head covered, right? So that's what I'm gonna try to do here. So very sticky. Look at that. This is, you know, you will have to try there and see how do you like how much stick do you like, but this is a very good way to glue hair. Let me just wipe my fingers. It's important to wipe your fingers because if it's too sticky, your fingers are also going to stick to the hair and it's going to pull the hair out of the head. So, you know, ideally you have to have some alcohol or something to wipe your fingers, but I don't have any. All right, so I'm going to put to the head, and this is the part that I'm going to do more with the head showing. So what I do here is I put the clay on. You see, ideally the clay needs to stuck in the hair right away. Right away. No, maybe Anna speak his language or her language. I started with this when I moved to Canada and I didn't speak English and I needed a job because I was an actress in Brazil and I couldn't act without speaking English. So that's what I decided to do for a living. All right, so now that I have the clay here, if I want the head to show, all I do is, I'm gonna go zoom in just so you guys can see, and I zoom out again. I promise I won't move my hands too much. And we're going to pull it out of the head like this, so the head can actually show. You scratch it out like that. And then you scratch as much as you want, like you leave just enough for according to how much bold you want your baby to be. So if you want to show more, you can actually scratch it even more. Oops, it's so sticky that gets stuck to my tool. This is very good to make roots too, because then you go like this, then when you glue the hair, you can still keep on pulling the clay, and then it's a mix of clay and hair, and it looks like roots. I'm just taking a look at the picture here. He has his hair going actually to the front, so that doesn't really matter. And now I will put some hair. I'm just cutting some hair here. I'll zoom out again. Let me know if the zoom is good. And then I'm going to, let's see, he has some hair like this going to the front. And some hair. Okay. It's all getting stuck to my fingers. Some going down here. And now you spread this hair. It's going to get stuck to the clay, but you can spread it and keep on letting it bold. The head showing. So all you have to do is spread out and scratch it as much as you want. Sim, eu sou brasileira. And look at that. How nice once you start removing the clay, you can still see the head. Yes, I am the person that sculpted Fred Mercury. There you go, and then he's nice and bold. I don't want him to be too bold because he's, I think native babies have quite a bit of hair, and I think it's really, really cute. But if you want it bolder, then you make a more sticky clay because it's easier to stick a little bit of hair to it. And it's also easier to clean up from the head to let it show. Thank you. All right, so all this side is already good. You can also bake if you feel that keep on adding hair is kind of getting hard because it's removing what you already work on, then you can bake and then keep on adding to the other sides, the other part. Sometimes it's easier to bake in between. Wow, I really like that. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me try to see. And this is, you can see some shiny, like it's shining because the clay is wet, but when it gets baked, then all this shine is gonna go away and then it's gonna be really good. Looking exactly like roots. See, and you can keep on scratching to show more hair, more head if you want, make him more bold. All right. I think this is cute. I'm gonna cut this excess here, hair and clay all together, doesn't matter. And I'm gonna keep on doing that all over his head until I like the hair. There's something on his eyes here. All right, cute. I'm gonna keep on adding. I need my pictures. There you go. Here he is very, very bold. So let me even put more. I'm gonna try not to put my hand to mix this one. So this is what I do when I don't want to put my hand. So this is glass. My table is glass and liquid clay. And we just mix it up until it's nice and sticky. And you don't need to put your hands to it. So this is just because I want the front to have like even less hair. So I want it like really sticky. If you put just gel, it doesn't work because the gel is too soft and is not sticky at all. It's just too soft, so the hair doesn't really stay. It's hard to stay. Why are you laughing, Marcia? Did I say something wrong? Did I say something silly in my English? All right, let me get a little bit of zoom out so I'm sure my hands are. If I said something wrong, I apologize. I do that a lot of times, and Marcia always laughs, so I don't know if she's laughing for that or not. I'm not sure. Oh, there was a comment? Okay. I thought I said something silly. Okay. Sometimes I say some things very silly with my English, like even bad words that I'm not and I don't know that I'm saying bad words. I'm just trying to get how much forehead I want to show here. And I'm gonna add clay all over now, so I don't have to keep on adding slow, because it's harder to add slow, because then you have to add where there's already hair and kind of mess it up. You can mess it up easier. Oh. Yeah. No, my English is fine. Just sometimes I say some things like accidentally that I try to say one word and it sounds like something else. Okay, and now I will split the hair, you know, do the hair design right here. Just I want the hair to have like a little directions, like here coming more to the side, and then here more to the front. So you kind of like brush the clay, just like you want the hair to be. And here I want just a little bit of hair, not a lot at all. Here I want a big thing going up in the center, kind of like a mohawk, but not really, just a baby mohawk. And here I have no idea because I can't see this side, so this side is not going to be easy to see. Get some paper to do that. I'm just gonna clean in my hand. I'm gonna get all dirty, but that's fine. Everything is dirty. Let me get some cleanup here. I don't understand. Oh, this is, I had to cut here because it was getting on the way to put the baby in the right position, but this is not gonna show, this is touching mommy's body. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Okay. I like this. There's a little bit of some more bangs in here. But you don't need to go with the clay all the way because the hair is also gonna go there. So I like that. All right, now let's cut more hair. Just I like to go slow with the hair, just getting little pieces so I have more control of what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna put the big mohawk here. No, I think for the mom I'm gonna use overlock. I'm not sure. Right now, that's what I have in my head, that I'm gonna use overlock. I want longer. And more messy. There we go, I like that. Cut some more. And now I'm going to get just a little bit because I want to put in that side, but I don't want a lot. And then I'll spread around. That's even too long. Too long still. No, that's good. I didn't understand this last message. I want that more open, so let me clean up my tool here. I did. I used for Jasmine. Okay, more hair. Now I want a big, big mohawk that on the back in here, to the side and up. And I kind of don't even want to brush too much. I want this to be up like that, like a, you know, just a crazy baby hair. that does not behave how it's supposed to. Hola. It really depends on the hairstyle if I'm gonna use glue or clay. Usually I use clay when I want the roots to show like that, like showing the head and a nice, just like this. I think it's really good for this type of hair, see? I want the baby to be like not a lot of hair, but still some crazy, you know, some crazy baby hair. I like that. These little ones that are like going up, it's okay. We can leave it like that. And once it's dry and glued, we can just come with the scissor and cut this, the ones that are not in the right spot. All right. So that's it this side. Let's do the other side now. I like the baby. He's cute. So this side is not going to be very visible, so I'm just going to put a lot of hair at the same time and then just spread out so it's faster. And this is going to be like all stuck to mommy's body, so we won't be able to see it. So there's no need of so much perfection here. And it still looks pretty nice even when we do this way. So just be careful to don't get black clay on his ears. I have to clean up that before I bake. Oh, that's what I wanted, like a crazy hair in the center here. Almost done with the hair. It will. It will look good. Here is something that shows like the back of the arm, and through the back of the sculpture this part will show, so I'm going to add some also going up. There you go. I'm just going to put a little bit more in there. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a bald spot in there, which probably we won't be able to see because of the mom, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So no matter the angle that you look to the sculpture, you know that it's fine. There's hair everywhere. That's good. All right, I won't touch too much now because I don't want this to get out. because the clay is soft. So if you pull it, you might get some hair stuck where you don't want to. Like I don't want this to be stuck. I want it to be up, and then I'll cut the leftover after I bake it. Okay? All right, and now that I have the baby ready, let me zoom out and go back to the mama. Any question before I go ahead? You guys feel free to ask. I actually like when you guys have questions. That means you are paying attention and enjoying it. Let me just wipe my fingers here. All right. Well, if questions show up when you start making, I'm always there on the chat for the Patreon students, and just let me know and I will answer you. Okay? All right, so everything nice and clean here. Not quite, almost. There we go. Now we're going to put the baby to the mama. So that's why I cut his arm here. Let me get closer. Hello, hello from Russia. No, hello you from Russia. I'm not from Russia. So this is why I cut the arm in there, you see? It's attaching. It was getting on my way to put the arm all the way in. So I cut it in here, and I cut it on the way that it won't be able to see. And then I just wanted to make sure that both arms would attach nicely and match with the baby like that. And it worked. So now I can glue this arm to the mama. So you can glue with super glue or Gorilla Glue or whatever glue that glues metal. Today I'm gonna use Lepage, but sometimes I use Gorilla, sometimes I use super glue, crazy glue, whatever glue glues metal. You can put some in here. It won't show. It's more the metal with metal. I don't know why Diego's laughing. Not quite. I have references. All right, and I'm going to glue in there. And while I hold in here to get this glued, I will put the other arm just to make sure that everything is nice and attaching. And hold it a little bit so it stays in there. Okay, this one can go. It's attaching right there. The arm is pretty much glued already. Let me show you guys from the top a little bit like this. This is how the sculpture will be. Yes, I will bake it. I'm going to put some clay around the arm now to cover that. Well, actually, I should bake the hair because, see, it's very hard to reach over there without messing up the hair. But I'm going to explain what I'm going to do in the back because I still have to make the dress here and do all the fillings. And then put the other arm so we can do Mama's hair. I don't know, I wanted to do Mama's hair next week and finish her. I don't know if you guys want to see more of that, because right now, all I'm gonna do, I've already done in this sculpture. I will fill those spaces here. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, and you guys let me know if I should stop here, bake it, and next class we finish this. It's gonna be really fast though, because next class I want it to be ready for hair. But anyway, it's up to you guys. So what I'm gonna do now is fill up these gaps and build the dress according to my reference, you know, attach this. I still have to do this sleeve here, and then finish up putting the dress around here, and whatever foldings we decide to do it, paint the dress, and then she'll be ready to receive hair. So it's totally up to you guys if you want me to do that or not live, or if I can do it during this week and next week we just add hair to the mama and we're done. So now you guys can tell me. What should I do? What do you guys prefer? It's really up to you guys. The baby's ready. I'm gonna bake him, and I just need to finish to build her dress after I glue the arms and everything, and then paint this. Paint whatever is going to be left in the dress, because I'm going to have to fill up a lot of dress here. You want to see me filling the dress? Okay, but you guys want to see like the dress feeling? So I stop here, bake it, and then next class we continue it from here. I just have to put some fringes here, but I mean, it's exactly what I've already done with the dress, but it's up to you. Okay. All right. Okay, then I'll stop. I'm gonna bake it here. I won't be able to keep on going because of, well, I could probably do the other sleeve, but it's not a big deal. I've already done. Let's see my clay here. To do some. All right. Oh, I can't do that right now, guys. My hands is all black. I have to wash my hands before I can touch the dress color. All right, so I'm gonna bake this baby now, and next class we'll finish to build the dress, and then next class then we'll do her hair. Let's take it easy and slow. Okay, so I'm gonna finish here and bake this baby for about 10 minutes, maybe 15, and bake it in here on Mommy's. I can remove this arm to bake. 10-15 minutes is good. It's just enough to bake this clay on his hair. And then next week we will finish her dress. Okay? Sounds good? So see you guys next week. Hopefully same time, same day, everything same. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any question before I turn off? This baby is such a chubby, I like him. Chubby, happy baby. Okay, so see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Bye.